bit apprehensive about our meeting point. Yeah, baby, made it. That was an amazing coast up that hill. That was unreal. Sounds a bit soft, but this is cool. What a view. Time to meet the others.
Alright, Joe, should be one more Dune to Big Red.
Good one. I'm excited.
Just come over the top of this one here. There she is.
Oh, look at her glory and under the first morning sun. Absolutely beautiful.
Look, there's people on top of her.
There is people on top. Do you reckon that's Penny?
I reckon that's it.
I hope so. Can't wait to see her.
She just, I think, yeah, that looks like a cruiser up on top. Made it.
Made it. Welcome aboard. Yeah, let's get into it.
Big Red looks a little bit different this season. That was awesome.
That was really good. Wasn't it
Glad to
great?
meet you here.
Yeah,
What a great spot to meet.
it is, isn't it?
I brought Kerr this time.
Yeah, good to see you, Kurt.
You too, Pen.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you
Welcome
very
down
much.
to the crew.
Totally excited. Normally I'm the viewer side, so it's really nice to actually be in the action this time.
No, welcome aboard.
Alright, we'll go park up, mate.
Sounds good.
This is the crew for Series 7 of Topper Down Under. I've got some amazing people with me on this trip. We're journeying across the west destination, the Pilbara, and what an iconic place to start this trip. Simpson Desert, Big Red. Are you guys ready to get into some sandy stuff?
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Well, we've all come from different corners of the country to meet here on Big Red. Our goal is to traverse together west across the QAA line to Poppels Corner. There we'll turn as we've been invited to traverse north up the Hay River track towards Batten Hill Camp. We have several hundred kilometres of sand dunes to cross as we head deep into the Simpson Desert.
It's sad to be driving away from Big Red, now heading into the Simpson Desert. It's the largest parallel desert in the world. It's about 1,100 sand dunes you can cross, but we'll be turning off shortly.
To experience a comfortable paced trip, allow 2 days to cover the length of the QAA line. Before the break, we had engaged four-wheel drive and pointed our Land Cruisers across the QAA line west of Big Red. With no rain recently, the sand dunes are particularly soft this year and a real test of my towing skills.
So close. I'm going to change second gear, lost it. Time for a tow. Think I might need a snatch, Jim Bob?
Do you like some recovery pens, eh?
Like you read my mind, that would be amazing, thank you.
On my way, buddy.
Yeah, there's good, Jim Bob.
Because I'm towing, backing off when you feel the car bogging in prevents my vehicle from burying deep in the sand. The game now is to find the right engine revs and gear combination to suit these conditions and the load I'm carrying. Couple that with the correct tyre pressures for the conditions and hopefully I'll be able to minimise the amount of times Jimmy's snatch strap will be stretched out in front of my cruiser.
Glad I've got my Ironman recovery points there. That was super easy to hook the snatchy on. Yeah mate, right to rumble whenever you are.
Righto, I'll first low and yeah, let's go.
Copy that.
How's that, mate?
Yeah, it's a bit of a toughie, but it was bogging down there, but thank you, that was a really good snatch, appreciate it.
No worries, my friend, anytime.
You guys hang out when we're right to come up, please.
All clear as far as vehicle-wise.
Good work here. Very well done. Big praise.
I did have 18 psi on these front wheels here, just dropped them down to about 14, 15, which will give me a little bit more traction to get up these dunes. Went up that sand dune, no problems at all. It's definitely made a difference dropping my tyre pressures down. I've got about 14 in the front. I've left the rear at 20, but I also dropped the camper trailer down to about 14, 15, and it's just made a massive difference. You can just see on that last hill, I sailed up there, no problems at all.
Copy there, Pen?
Yeah, got your ads.
Mate, that sun's getting a bit low on the horizon there, so I was thinking we might pull into camp soon.
Yeah, it's that time of day. Start looking for a camp would be a brilliant idea.
Yeah, on the map here, mate, I've got a little bush camp marked, so we'll head to that. Won't be too far up over this journey, buddy.
No, sounds like a plan. Yeah, I've figured out my gearing now, so it's all sweet. Got these sand dunes sussed at end of day one.
Awesome work, mate, awesome work.
Bit of bounce, and over the other side. Beautiful time of day, isn't it?
Mate, that sun is a cracker.
It's all golden, like it's just so magical.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Just down here, Pen, I can see a turn off, so I'm going to shoot up there, mate. Looks like our spot for the night, eh?
Yeah, looks like it might be off the road a little bit too. That's good.
Yeah, just in case we sleep in, we don't want to be woken up by traffic.
This is true.
Alright mate, you'll see me turning in, let's just shoot up here, eh?
Yep, following you. I'm right behind you.
Looks alright, Kurt?
Yeah, it looks great. I really like that it is off the road. That's just a bush camping safety 101.
Yeah.
Feeling quite prepared tonight with that firewood we picked up along the way.
Yeah mate, we're looking forward to that. I think we've earned a well-earned beer. A lot of K's today.
Yeah, we've done well.
It looks good.
This is one of my favourite times of day where you've had a really good day on the tracks and you pull up to camp. Looks like a good spot.
We might have only clocked up about 90 kilometres since leaving Birdsville, but no one was complaining about making an early camp tonight. This is mid-May, and you could not ask for better weather to be camping in the Simpson.
Penning's official recovery strap. I figured we got to use it so often we leave it in place.
Good morning crew, welcome to day 2 of the Simpson Desert, guys.
Good morning, Pen. What an absolutely beautiful morning it is too.
Good morning, Penzo. Looking forward to the beautiful days and dunes ahead.
Yeah, we're straight into the dunes already, aren't we?
Yes, learning a very valuable lesson on not putting on hand cream as you're about to cross some bumpy dunes.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You couldn't hang on to anything, could you? You were sliding all over the place.
No, I was channeling my inner belly dancer, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was going.
Thanks for the heads up on the hand cream. Just what I was about to do too.
I was just going to say that was your warning to you, Jimmy.
I think you'd like it, Jim Bob. It's got geranium in it. So.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, book me in for a hand appointment.
Probably get your nails done at the same time, wouldn't you, mate?
Mate, when you're there getting the spa treatment, you may as well go all out. That's what I always say.
I could tell that with your vegetable lasagna last night and your multivitamins this morning. You're really on some sort of health kick, getting in touch with your body there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I just like to have a healthy inner soul.
You're not just trying to even things out with all the pies you've been eating on the way here.
I've got a lot of work to do there, I can tell you. But yes, I am. If it ain't a Mrs. Max, take it back. I feel we got a little bit off topic there for a little bit, but all good footage all the same.
So this next scene when we're coming up, we've got 4 options to take. We're going to put 1 vehicle up each track, see how we go. Makes it a little bit more interesting than just the one choice that we've had pretty much the last 40 or so kilometres. Hopefully there's a nice trailer friendly one here for Pen. Alright, we all set?
Going.
Ready, set, go! Jimmy's on. Here we go. I'm taking option A, which is the main track, but it's fairly lumpy. I think Jimmy's in front. Oh, it's getting softer, it's getting real soft. Camera's going everywhere. Oh, no, go. Yes, we are over the top. I am over the top.
Oh, very nicely done, Crazy.
Are you there, Jimbo? How'd you go?
Mate, I was first to the top.
I think I had the hardest track.
I think I think we
You
have
had your choice, ads.
There was no choice in it, mate. Jimmy took the big one, you took the straight one.
I'm happy with second.
Can we go back and get a couple of cameramen? I'll swing back around, mate. Yeah, I'm swinging too.
There's a spot down here if you want. That's a bit of fun.
Oh man.
Man, the tyres just keep digging. I think when I stop going forward, I'll stop, but just kept going and going and going and
So you
going.
didn't have to back down.
No,
He didn't back off either.
No, he didn't. It was fucked on the floor. No, but what's amazing though is that, like when we went on that track to see, I really thought we were going down, and then the tyres just grabbed in the sand, almost like how lockers work on rock climbing and stuff like that. Just the tyre pressure had such an impact on the sand. It just got that bit of purchase so that we could keep going. So,
Yeah, some big holes.
yeah, we did.
they're working. The tyres are definitely working in the sand.
My track wasn't too bad.
No,
Yeah.
I just did yours in two-wheel drive with the cameraman on. Yours was quite easy.
I've got a chance here. I could win this.
And you still lost.
I looked over and Jimmy just nailed it. Like, damn it!
I thought, well, I could have got to give this 100%. Who knows what it's going to be like at the top.
Yeah, and I crested at the top. I'm like, where is he going? Like, where did he go? Was there a leg? Did he go?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, oh no, you're terrible. I killed my Jimmy.
Yeah, Duke's a hazard over the top.
Oh, no, it was good, guys.
So we've got about 20 k's to go.
Yeah.
That's big.
Let's go.
Nearly there.
Beauty. Do it.
Looking at the GPS, we're just crossing into the next state, Northern Territory. Most people that travel in the Simpson Desert head south to Poppels Corner to check that out, but we're not. We're heading north to the Hay River track.
You ready to cross Poppels Lake, Penzo?
First decent salt pan for the trip.
Yeah, I don't think it takes much to get off the line, so we'll follow Jimmy very carefully here.
Copy that.
Yeah, I'll test the road for you guys.
Penny, if Jimmy goes down, we look for an alternative route, mate.
That's why I brought him. Good tester.
He's a good little scout.
Just remembering, I do have that tow strap still attached to the back, so you can help me if you do want to hang around.
Heading north now on the Hay River track, skirting alongside this massive salt pan. You know, people think the desert can be boring, but it's not. It's constantly changing. There's always something to see. Each stream you go over, there's different vegetation and salt pans and different animals, dingoes, all sorts of things. It's never boring. Heading north now up the Hay River track, skirting along this massive salt pan. It's really spectacular to see. It's just this massive white expanse. Now you do need a permit to travel on this track, but it's easy to get and they're very helpful. They supply you with a lot of information, and this is a first for all of us here doing this track, so we're pretty excited to see what's in front of us. To our east here is the Madigan line, and we're coming up to the intersection. There's a plaque here and also a visitor's book. Make sure you hop out and sign it. Write your name and a couple of notes of where you've been and where you're going for the next person to have a look at. It's not quite 5:30 in the afternoon. The sun is starting to set and it's beautiful on these dunes. They're vibrant red, and we're lucky enough to have some dark clouds in the sky. There's actually been some rain behind us and it makes for some spectacular scenery.
Crawling into my king-size bed on a stormy night, that's why I tow my camper. Just had the first casualty for the trip. My handbrake is no longer functioning at all. Had a look underneath there. One side is completely missing the pin and the other side is a bit bent up. I'd say we've gone over a stick and done a bit of damage there. We do carry a lot of spares for this kind of travel into remote areas because we're hundreds of kilometres from any help, any kind of service. So what I've come up with is this bolt here and 2 nuts. I need this space here. It still needs to act as a pin. So I'll get under there, install this, fix that other side up, straighten that out, and I'll have a handbrake again. So see, I do get my hands dirty. Bush mechanics. We are a gazillion miles from anywhere here. So you just got to do what you can do with what you've got on board in the trucks. And then even think, is it going to happen again? I just put some more duct tape on there to hold that pin. If that second pin goes, I'm going to have to do a similar repair here. So I'm actually doing some preventative work at the same time. There we go, perfect, nice and firm. I've got a handbrake again. That's great.
You got a copy there, Penzo?
Yeah, mate, got ya.
Mate, the track, you can see we've been winding up and down this creek. We've just got to cross it here. It's a little bit tight. I'm going to go up, then I'll come back and make sure you're all right, okay?
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll watch you go up.
All right.
Wow, yeah.
Hey Penzo, that's fairly soft, mate. I'm going to move my car out of the way and I'll jump on the handheld and see if you need a hand or what you want to do, buddy.
Yeah, I'll give it a crack. If you wouldn't mind spotting me, that would be great.
Yeah, mate, you got heaps of room to that side, so and just watch this tree, I think. Heaps of room, mate, you're alright.
Bit of an angle. Watching that camper.
You do it, mate. Unlike last time we were together, Ben, I can at least tell you both lockers are working, mate.
Yeah, that's a sight to see. Pleasant sight. What do you reckon my chances are of backing up and having another crack, or you think I should just winch from this point?
Up to you, you're fairly well dug in. What would you like to do, mate? You could probably push that car with that, but your wheels are fairly buried at the moment.
Yeah, and I think I'm on a good angle here, adds for a winch, so if you don't mind, I might do a winch.
Yeah, mate, well, your front's almost up, so yeah, let's do that. Probably the easier and safer option, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Winch time.
Easy gum. You're up, G.
Awesome, thanks Dan, that's fantastic.
Alright mate, just I'll unhook the winch, okay?
Thanks. That's so good having that winch there, that's magic, that worked a treat. Gotta get Jim Bob up now.
I was a bit hesitant in towing a camper trailer across the Simpson desert, but once I got amongst it, realised how good my equipment was and what type of driver technique was required, both the camper trailer and the four-wheel drive went flat bicky up those dunes. The southern end of the Hay River track also presented its own set of problems, including winching out of a dry creek bed. We haven't even done the northern section yet. That's next week, and I'll take you to places like Batten Camp and Dingo Well. Remote touring across Australia doesn't get much better.